Hello guys, welcome to this video, and in this video we will be looking at creating bar charts and creating scatter plots. So a bar chart is a graph that represents category of data with rectangular bars with lengths and heights which is proportional to the values which they represent. So they can be either plotted both horizontally or vertically. So let's see some documentation of bar plots in Matplotlib. So a bar plot in Matplotlib is plotted using the dot bar function, and it takes in inputs such as the x, which is the values, the height, which is the value of the label x. The width by default is 0.8. The width is width of bar, and a width parameter is very useful when we are creating group bar charts, which we will also see in this video itself. So to create the bar chart in Python, we just need to pass in the labels x and the height required for the values of those uh, values of those bar plots. So to create a simple bar chart, we just need value x and height and a width parameter if you want to change it. So if I am to create a bar chart here in the given copy, so to get to this Colab notebook, you can either follow a full tutorial which I have uploaded, or you can just go to the Colab link in the description and make a copy for yourself from here and keep editing with me so that we stay on the same page. So to create a simple bar chart, all we need is the labels and values which we need to pass in the plt.bar function. So let's write some values here. Let's say for values, we'll keep name of countries. You can keep it anything you want. Let's go with these 5 countries, and for values, let's give them some random values like, yeah, this looks good. Now to plot the bar chart, actually, all we'll do is we'll just write plt.bar and pass in x, which is the labels here, and we'll pass in the values. So that does it, and that creates the bar chart for us. We can also add in some style parameters which we saw in a previous video, so you can add those as well. So if I run this code, I will get a simple bar chart here. As you can see, the width of this bar chart looks really huge, and to change that we can just pass in the width parameter to make it more readable or more better visually appealing. So as you can see, the width of bar chart gets reduced. You can also add the title and the labels if you want. I'll add it to show you. So dot x label is used to represent the x axis ticker here, and dot y label is used to represent y values. On running this, you will get a bar chart with the tickers as well, and you'll also get the title here as well. You can change the stylings here as well. The width parameter is very useful when we will create a group bar chart. You can also find some great examples on the Matplotlib library as well. So we created a simple bar chart demo which I showed you here in this code block. Now we will move on to creating a group bar chart. So a group bar chart is basically when multiple bar plots are used for comparing different data sets when one variable is changing. So we can convert our bar chart into a stacked bar chart by just creating a subgroup of bar charts on each other using the position parameter. So moving on to creating the group bar charts, I'll just go here, and as you've seen, I've already written this code blocks for you in which I have mentioned the labels which I did here as well, and I've given two values. One is for the left bar chart and one would be for the right bar chart. So to create the group bar chart, we need to first specify the label positions for tickers on x-axis. To do that, you can directly store it in a positions variable and use the np.arrange function on the number of labels, which will give the values on the x, which will give us an array of positions. To plot those bar chart, we'll simply use plt.bar function two times. One time we will give in the positions values, and the color, let's say we'll give it red this time, and let's give it a width of 0.3. Now this width here is very important, as we will use this same thing in the second plot, and I'll just add position plus zero point 0.3. Now this zero point 0.3 is the width of this, as the bar would be position 0.3 times the right of this positions. So it will stick to each other and will create a group like format. And I'll just give it values too. And I'll change this color to blue so it is better visualized. Now, to position the display of X stickers. Now X stickers is this value which is centrally aligned to the bar chart. If we want to display the values in between of the two bar charts in group plot, something like in between of all these three, then we will use the plt.x ticks, which help us specify the position of X stickers, which will be positions plus 0.15, which would be the center of bar plot of both the values. Now you need to play with match something to display your group bar charts in better format. If you have multiple bars, in this case I'm using two bars, so I will give it in middle of both of those, which is the middle of width. And if I'm taking three, then I would give it the width of the middle bar. So in this way, you can create a group bar charts. If I run this code, you can see that it creates a group bar charts with the X stickers in between of those two stacks. So this is really useful to create group bar charts. Now let's see some example to create an horizontal bar charts from Matplotlib itself. So in Matplotlib, there is an example which is displaying the horizontal bar chart. So this is basically a percentile based horizontal bar chart. Now to do this, they have used various functions to reduce the number to percentile and so. So you can go through this example and check to learn more about creating the horizontal bar charts itself. Now moving on to scatter plots. Now what are scatter plots? So scatter plots are basically used to observe relationship between variables and uses dots to represent the relationship between them. So scatter method in Matplotlib is used to draw a scatter plot. I will just show you where you can find the documentation. You just write matplotlib and scatter, you will get the scatter function documentation. So it is used to draw a scatter plot, and scatter plot are widely used to represent relation among variables and change in one affects the other. So the matplotlib.scatter function takes in two coordinates x and y by default, and those are the locations on the x and y axis. So if you are having a graph and you want to display a dot on that graph, you will need the x coordinate and y coordinate. Here I have taken 200 of random x coordinates and 200 random y coordinates. And there is also a parameter called size and color for these coordinates to display them better. So size is generally given default as this, and color is an array of colors which is optional. So colors is also generated randomly, and size is given as random number till 200 times 100, as size is in the 1 by 72 decimal. So to create a simple scatter plot, all we need is the x coordinates, y coordinates, size of the dots, and colors for the dots. So to draw a beautiful scatter plot, all we need is we need to pass all these parameters inside the plt.scatter function. We'll pass in the x coordinates, we'll pass in the y coordinates, we will pass in the size, we will pass in the colors, and we can also add some styling like adding markers to it, or adding the width, which is also discussed in the customization of graphs videos, which will be present in the tutorial series video 2 or video 3. We can also change in some markers to better visualize our graph. We can add 3D effects to the scatter plots as well. More examples on this could be found on the official Matplotlib documentation as well, or you can find it on Google itself. So you can see it is used in various formats. Scatter plots are very prominent in displaying the clustering models in machine learning, where the points are displayed on the graph and clusters are created using visual representation, and it is checked using the model prediction. So these can be done using scatter plots. There are various tutorials available on Matplotlib documentation itself. So this comes to an end for this video. In this video, we highlighted the uses of bar plots and scatter plots, and and displayed how we can create them using Matplotlib. We have created simple bar plots, group bar plots, and scatter plots in this video. So thank you for watching this video. Do like and share this video so it reaches a wider audience, and subscribe to this channel so you can be notified about upcoming tutorials and videos. Do comment down below if you would like me to teach something else or improve myself even better. Your feedbacks are appreciated. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time.